Hi, Reggae Elliss here with the Mountainwatch Snow Report for Thursday, July 26th, with thanks to Rip Curl Mountain Stores here in Thredbo, Nuggets Crossing, Jindabyne and Mount Buller. Well, I'm here with a very special guest all the way from Aspen, Colorado, Chris Davenport, big mountain free skier of course, and also here to represent POW, the Australia launch of Protect Our Winters happening this week. Chris, welcome to Thredbo.
Thanks, it's great to be here. I wish I brought all the powder with me, but you know what, skiing, I'm having a great time.
Yeah, well, it's one of those classic things I could say should have been here 2 days ago.
Of course, but that's the way skiing is. And you know what? It's my first time here. I've been skiing in Australia before, but never Thredbo, so psyched to go check out the mountain and meet a lot of the locals. And we'll be talking Protect Our Winters today, and then of course tomorrow night at the Kosciuszko Room at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, because you spent a couple of days in Mount Buller. You had a presentation at the Buller Cinema. Here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, you're hosting a hike to Mount Kosciuszko for POW. Yes,
I'm glad you reminded me about that. Yeah, we'll be hiking up to Kosciuszko, Australia's highest mountain, I understand. Hopefully Mother Nature is going to cooperate and we can get out there, but I'm really excited to do that. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll be hiking out.
Yeah, and with that, then you'll be hosting a POW presentation in the Kosciuszko Room from 6 o'clock. Just briefly, before we get in the snow report, just how important is this message you're bringing us?
Well, I think it's the most important issue of our time as humans on this planet. Climate change is real, it's happening, and it's going to cause a lot of pain and anguish to the winter sports industry if we don't address it. It's millions of jobs and billions of dollars globally. So we feel like we want to mobilize the winter sports community, stand up for what we believe in, get some political action going, and make a difference.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. And that important message, you can find out more about that. I'll be doing an in-depth interview with Chris for Mountainwatch. Now, let's get to the snow report. As Chris said, it's not perfect out there. We had a big, weird snap freeze yesterday morning, right on dawn, and the mountain is solid in all resorts today. Thankfully, we saw some snowmaking last night. Here in Thredbo, definitely a day for the groom runs. Off-piste is very, very firm, and that's the story across all resorts. Here in Thredbo, 12 lifts open, best on the groom runs. Now, up at Perisher, a similar situation. Groom runs around Centre Valley, Front Valley, and also on the Blue Cow side, the pick. Up down in Mount Buller, good around the groom runs again, pretty firm off-piste. They tell me, well, Harrow tells me, around the summit, and shaky knees holding up very nicely. Billy Barker reporting good conditions around Heavenly Valley in Hotham, definitely on the groom runs, and the same story at Falls Creek. It's all about groom runs due to this freeze. Now, don't panic. The good news is we are going to see a few warmer temps tomorrow. That'll soften the snow up. Then the Grasshopper's talking about a cold front coming through on Sunday. There's going to be about 3 or 4 cold fronts back to back. At this stage, looks like anywhere between 50 and 30 centimetres across all resorts. If we're lucky, we may see more. Anyway, check the daily updates on mountainwatch.com every day. This has been Reggae Elliss in Thredbo with Chris Davenport for Rip Curl.